Hi everyone. Sat Shri Akal and good afternoon to you all. I hope you all are doing good and you are sound at your places. My name is Kurinderjeet Kaur and I am the Senior Master Trainer in IELTS at Right Directions. Today I have come here live to talk about one of the modules of IELTS, that is writing module. And let me be clear, today I would tell you about the most important task, that is task 2 in your IELTS writing. Now, task 2 is one particular task where most of the candidates find a lot of problems. Yes, especially the ones who appear for their general training test, as scoring high in your writing module is a bit difficult. So today I am your guide, or you can say your mentor, to tell you what is there actually in your task 2. Now on the first go, let me tell you what are the type of things that I would cover in today's live. So I am going to talk about the time given and the word limit for your task 2. I would even tell you the do's and don'ts for your writing task 2. Then I will discuss the banned descriptors and then introduction to essay writing. I would also give you suggestions about 5 points to follow while writing the task 2. A plus point in today's session is I would mention some of the common essay topics. I would also give you a list of useful words that you can use in your task 2 of IELTS writing module. I feel happy today to even tell you about all different types of essays which come in your task 2. And at the end of my live, I would explain you one particular type of essay, that is the third type of essay, that is the discuss both views and give your own opinion essay. So I hope you stay tuned with me till the end of this session so that this session would come out to be really helpful for you. Okay, let's start with it now. So, what actually task 2 is? Now candidates, in your task 2, you are asked to write an essay. Okay, and you have to write minimum of 250 words and you have to write an essay in about 40 minutes. We get 1 hour for our writing module. You already have 20 minutes for your task 1, so we have 40 minutes for our task 2. I have said minimum 250 words, students. That means you can even write more. If you want to add more ideas or if you have a lot of ideas to explain, you can just go to 300, 350, 375 words. But then again, remember to finish it up within 40 minutes of your time. Okay? So in your task 2, you have a topic and some instructions are printed just below your topic. You simply have to read and understand the topic statement and you need to follow the instructions and you need to just answer the questions that you have below your topic. What is next? The do's. That is things to remember while writing a good task 2. The very first thing to remember is use formal language. Yes, formal language really helps you to get a high band score in your writing task 2. Don't be informal whenever you are attempting your task 2. Okay? Read the essay at least 3 to 4 times. That means you need to read your essay once you have completed your essay. In case you just find you have done repetition or in case you want to just do any sort of changes, you can do that. I even suggest you to read the topic statement for 2 to 3 times so that you get what the question demands for. As understanding the topic statement is highly important, students. Once you have understand the topic statement, it becomes easy for you to pen down your ideas. You have to write at least 4 paragraphs following the basic structure. We have already delivered, few lives back few days where you were introduced to the structure of your task 2. Okay, fine. So I'm just giving you, a hint to it. Your first paragraph is your introduction part, and then we have the body paragraphs as BP1, BP2. You can even write the third paragraph even as BP3. And finally, you have the conclusion part. Okay? Use complex sentences if you want to have a high band score when it comes to your task 2. That means small sentences would not be good to use in your writing task 2. Use complex sentences, use compound sentences, okay, to get a good band score in your writing. Again, use linking words and connectors. Connectors and linking words are really a lot helpful when you have to link your information logically. Just to connect your ideas logically, to link your information as a whole logically, using different sort of linking words and connectors would really benefit you. Okay, now let's even talk about the don'ts. So here I have what you must avoid, students, while writing the task 2. The very first point is avoid contractions. You can use contractions in your speaking module as it boosts your score in your speaking if you use contractions. It shows your fluency. But students, when it comes to your task 2, you don't have to use contractions, please. As I'm, okay, won't, couldn't, you don't have to use that. Simply use the complete words. I am, could not, fine. Don't even use the short forms, please. I have seen that many of the students, have a habit of writing GOVT for government, ST for students, IMP for important. Please don't write the short forms as your language skills will be checked if you are writing the complete words. They need to even check your spellings. Avoid slangs. Now, today's era is the, technical era, so we are much into chatting online on different gadgets, so we are into using slangs. Okay, please avoid that. Slangs such as girls used for girls, guys for boys should not be used as it may affect your band score. Okay, next point is do not start writing immediately after reading the essay topic. Don't be in a rush to complete your essay. Just wait, try to understand the question, see what the question asks you for, and then make points and then start writing your essay. Most important thing is do not copy. You don't have to copy the sentences printed in the topic question. I have seen most of the students doing this thing. You can't copy the topic question. Okay, as the copied words would not be even counted. And it will also have a negative impact on your task 2 scoring. So what you can do is, if you want to use the sentences from your topic sentence, modify these sentences, students. You can do paraphrasing. We have even conducted a live on how to paraphrase for your task 2. Okay, fine. So paraphrase the sentences, use different words, use synonyms, and then go with the sentences. Do not add any new point, any new idea or example in the conclusion. What you guys do is, what you students do is, once you have just done the body paragraph and you're about to start writing your conclusion, if a new point strikes your mind, you just write that down in your conclusion. You don't have to do that, students. Okay? Any new point, has only to be added in your body paragraphs along with the examples. Conclusion is the overall of your topic. Okay, how you have given the conclusion, how you conclude it. Okay, जिसे कहते हैं निचोड़. Fine. The last thing is, do not learn ready-made sentences. Now, many of the institutions and trainers ask their students to memorize some of the ready-made responses. They say that, if a lot of topics come on, let's say I'm giving example about the term technology. Let's say you have got 3 to 4 of the essays on technology. They make the students learn some of the ready-made responses, especially when it comes to your introduction. Okay? And they keep adding the same ready-made response to every essay topic that comes on technology. That's a big no, students, as every ready-made response never fits in every sort of essay. Just be natural, develop your own ideas now. Okay? Try to be relevant to the topic. So you don't have to learn ready-made responses. Moving next, band descriptors, or you can say the marking criteria for your writing task 2. Obviously, you all might be aware about these, so I'm not going to put a lot, you can say, emphasis on this. But yes, of course, I'll just let you know what it actually means. Task response, that means whatever you are writing down in your task 2 should really be relevant to the question. That means whatever the question is asking you, you should at least explain that. Okay? Coherence and cohesion mean the number of ideas you are using should link up together. They should make a sort of connection, students. You cannot just pen down one idea and go to, you can say, altogether different idea. Okay? Keep, connection between your ideas. And then again, your essay as a whole, along with your ideas, your examples, should make some logic. It should be logically correct. Okay? The third thing is lexical resource. This is the vocabulary. Okay? Use good words. Different words should really be used when it comes to writing down your task 2, as it avoids repetition. Okay? And boosts your band score, students. Last is the grammatical range and accuracy. Please don't do any sort of grammatical mistakes. Grammatical errors would really have a lot of adverse, you can say, effects when it comes to your task 2. So your band score would really be affected by that. Okay? And whatever you write down, whatever content you write, it should be accurate. I hope these are really clear to you all. If you focus on the band descriptors, it really makes it easy for you to write a good essay. Now let's have an introduction to essay writing. Students, your task to essay writing is same for both. That is IELTS academic and IELTS general training tests. Although the topics may vary. How the topics may vary? I mean, the students who just appear for their IELTS academic test, they go for their study basis, right? So you could have topics related to some specific research areas, such as education, environment, technology, space exploration, and so on. And the ones who are appearing for general training, they usually go for, their settlement, their PR basis, work permit and all. So they may get topics on their day-to-day life. They may get topics on, societies, society issues. They can get the topics on, you can say, environment, okay, crime, and so on. Fine. Again, you need to write 4 to 5 paragraphs. Important thing is sticking to the left-hand side margin. It is even for that when you just start your new paragraph. You need to just start your paragraph from the left-hand side. Okay? Now, I just give you a suggestion to leave one line after every paragraph. It really makes your handwriting look much impressive. Okay? And it really keeps your essay neat and clean. Okay? And the examiner even feels happy to check your essay when he can read the points separately and nicely. Most important is don't repeat. You don't have to repeat. Instead of repeating, what you can do is use synonyms, use antonyms. Vocabulary should be really important. Paraphrase the sentences, use connectors, students. Please use linkers. Okay, but don't repeat your points, don't repeat the words again and again, as a repetition would also affect your band score. Okay, moving further, here I am with 5 main points to follow when you write your task 2. The very first thing is preparation. That is, the moment you have the question, read the question, try to understand the question and analyze the question. Why you have to analyze the question? You need to analyze what type of essay writing it is, so that you could follow the structure, you could have more ideas, you could just make an effective effort towards writing the essay. Okay? Then you need to make bullet points. Now, how you have to write bullet points? You can ask for an extra sheet from your invigilator, but I think they won't give you an extra sheet if they don't. In that case, you can use your question paper. Okay, obviously you have the pencil and later on you can just erase that. So you can just draw a line in the center. Okay, if you have agree, disagree, write the points for agree on the left hand side and the points on disagree on the right hand side. This way you have bullet points and it really helps you to write effective and logical points. So you won't be having difficulties, to think about the ideas when you write down your essay. Then review your points and remove any off-topic, illogical or irrelevant point. Once you have written your bullet points, just go through the points again, and if you feel any point is not relevant to the topic or is not making any sense or is off topic, you can just erase that or strike off that point. Again, you even need to make a list of words to use. If you've already noted down some of the words, you won't have to think a lot. Okay? Finally, start writing your essay. If you have just gone through these points, if you followed these points, then again, you can just write the essay within 30 minutes of your time, students, because you already have everything in hand. The final thing is editing. Once you're done with your essay, just do the proofreading. That is, go through your essay, read your essay. This really helps you out to note down your mistakes, erase your mistakes. If you have done repetition, you can erase the words, you can use synonyms. Okay, so this really helps you to write down a better essay. Again, moving further now, I have just written some of the most common topics on which lot of essay topics are framed. And if you want to have good band score in your essay writing, that is your task 2 of IELTS writing, it is really important for you to develop vocabulary and good ideas. And these are most common essay topics. If you have just revised these topics, I don't think you would have anything, as a trouble when you attempt your task 2 in your exam. So what are the topics? You can just note down the topics if you want. We have education, we have environment, business and finance, crime and punishment, food, family, health, children, the media, okay, technology, robotics, the internet, transport, society, and so on. Fine. On every particular topic, you may have 3 to 4 of the essay formations. Okay. So just go through all these type of topics so that it would become really easy for you to attempt your task 2. Great. Now I am sharing a good list of some words that would really be fruitful for you when you practice writing your task 2. In case you have to talk about a new idea or you want to add, ideas, you can use some words such as and, also, as well as, moreover, to, furthermore, or additionally. If you have to talk about the sequencing, like if you have to just mention first point, then you can say first, firstly, second, okay? thirdly, finally, next, meanwhile, after. So I just suggest you to take a picture of that, or either you can just, note down these words somewhere, as I have even practiced it myself. If I have this, you can say, list, I don't look for the words on the internet, and I don't have to just, make my mind run fast to go through these type of words whenever I have to start writing my task 2. For comparison, you can use similarly, likewise, as compared to, as with, like, equally. Okay, fine. For contrasting, qualifying, I have just done, this thing for you so that you may just write really a lot good task 2. Okay, now I'm here to talk about most important thing, that is the types of IELTS essays. Okay, so we have different type of essays when it comes to your task 2, and you need to practice every type of essay. Why? Because you can get any type of essay in your final exam. Many of the students find it a lot difficult to write down the correct structure. Okay, so I have done one thing. I have just divided different type of essays into 3 categories. Okay, where I have just taken agree disagree as the first category, case study is the second category, and then I have the discussion, that is discuss both views and give your own opinion, as my third category. Okay, I'm just putting some light on these type of essays. For your agree or disagree, you can simply get a direct statement asking you, do you agree or disagree? Okay, or to what extent do you agree or disagree? For this type of essay, it really is easy to follow the structure. You don't get confused. Okay, fine. So you can even be asked a separate question. Do you agree with this statement? What are some other ways to improve the education system in your country? I'm just giving you examples on the type of questions. Okay, or how far do you agree or disagree, and so on. Let's move to the case study. Now, there are 4 to 5 types of essays that I have kept under this category. Okay, one type of essay is where you are asked to write down the advantages and disadvantages of any particular thing. Then you can even get 2 type of different things. Let's say you've got 2 institutions, let's say private institutions and public institutions, and you would be asked to compare and contrast, Okay, you can even get causes, effects, or causes, effects and solutions. Okay, it can be about anything. It can be about pollution. What are the causes and effects and solutions? Okay, fine. Then again, problems, reasons and solutions. Problems, it can be giving you an example as, let's say that, okay, so we have increasing population that is overweight. What do you think are the problems they face? What are the reasons? And suggest some solutions. Okay, and the last type of essay that falls under the case study is, they just give you one particular statement. Let's say the statement you get is, technology is developing by leaps and bounds. How would you like to comment? Okay, that also falls under the case study. Case study mean you have to just describe the complete essay as a whole. You need to just describe a lot of things in that. Fine? Okay. Let's move to the third category, that is discussion. Okay, this is discuss both views and give your own opinion. Fine. How you get the question on this is, you get a topic statement and you get a question that is discuss both views, give your own opinion. Okay. Now, if they are asking to discuss both views, that means they will also give you 2 views to discuss, obviously. So, you get 2 different views of the people, masses or government, and you will be asked to explain both the viewpoints along with your own opinion to describe or to give. Okay? Now, I'm just going to explain you this essay today. Okay? So, let's have an example over here. Okay, now in our previous live sessions of writing task 2, you have attended live session on the topic agree and disagree. We have even covered causes and effects. Okay, so today I have taken the third category with you, that is discussion. Okay, so let's see a simple topic on this, and I hope this really works wonders for you guys. Okay, so the question is, some people say that fashion affects our lives in a negative way. However, others say that it has more positive effects on our lives. I repeat, some people say that fashion affects our lives in a negative way. However, some others, or you can say others, say that it has more positive effects on our lives. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Now, as I told you, you need to do the preparation first, that is reading, understanding and analyzing. So I have seen that this is the third type of essay, that is discuss both views, discussion type of essay. So I would follow that format. Second point was making bullet points. Yes, of course. So I have done this for you. I have just made a table where I have made the first column for my first view of people, that is discussion 1. Then on the right side I have second view of people, that is discussion 2. I have noted down some sort of points that would really help me in writing down my essay. So for the first view, that is those who think that it is negative. Okay, I say that it harms people. Okay, because they follow fashion to show off. And it's also a kind of wastage of money, that is people buy the things out of their budget just to look younger and fashionable. That is my first point for my first view. Okay, fine. Rather, I would not say my first point for my first view. It is the first point for the people who believe that fashion has a lot negative impact on our lives. Okay. Second point is ignorance. That is, following fashion really lets us, ignore the implications on health. Giving an example over here, I have talked about the use of cosmetics, okay, that has lot adverse effects on skin. Okay, let's move to the second view of people. The people who say that fashion has more positive effects on our lives. So the points are, it makes you look youthful and creative. Okay, following fashion makes you look younger, energetic, active, creative. Okay, second point I have taken over here, that it fills us with positivity and we remain confident. If we are happy, we perform better, we do good. Okay, then I have talked about the fashion industry. Okay, like these kind of people even believe that fashion industry is growing day by day. Okay, and it also provides a lot of employment to millions of people across the globe. Okay, last point is following fashion. Okay, you just gain attention of people. Okay, and it also lets you move with the moving world. You just remain updated, you look presentable. So now students, I have these as my main points that I have to use in my essay writing. So what I have done is, I have just written an introduction on this topic. Okay, so I have written in today's world. I have not copied the topic sentence. I have just added a universal truth. Okay, that is, in today's world, it is rare to find a person who is untouched by fashion, because its presence is felt in every corner of this world, across societies, countries, genders, and age groups. That's my universal truth, just to give a start to my topic. Okay, you can even simply start by just mentioning that, okay, you can say nowadays fashion is changing day by day and following fashion has become a trend. Okay, then you can just start with this sentence, that is the topic sentence, and you need to paraphrase the things and start with your essay. Okay, fine. So there are a number of ways to write down the introduction. You don't need to cram the sentences. Okay, so I've done spread of fashion as a whole is not bad for the humans. Obviously, it's not bad for the humans. Okay, However, now this is my topic sentence. I have just changed it. Just pay attention to this. However, some people feel that fashion has a lot of negative effects on our lives, while others believe that it affects us in a more positive way. Okay? I would just go back to my slide. I would show you the question and how I have just paraphrased it. So, it was some people say that fashion affects our lives in a negative way. However, others say that it has more positive effects on our lives. I have just interchanged and added some synonyms. Instead of say, I have used feel, okay? And instead of say over here, I have used believe. So, some people feel that fashion has a lot of negative effects on our lives, while others believe that it affects us in a more positive way. Just add an ending sentence over here, okay? It certainly is a debatable issue. Obviously, it's a debatable issue. You need to just talk about both the views in your body paragraphs. If you want to just write, if you have just written only 2 sentences over here, you can just even add one more line. I would like to discuss both the views in my upcoming paragraphs. Okay, fine. So there are numerous of ways of writing the introduction. You only need to understand the topic statement. Okay, now I have started with the BP1 and I have not written each and every idea. Instead, I have left this thing to you. I have given you the structure for that. See, I would just give you some help in this. Okay, on the one hand, I'm saying on the one hand, there are many reasons why some people say that fashion has lot negative impact on our lives. Don't repeat, students, please. That's a request. Okay. You can even just write down the sentence as on the one hand. It does seem that give your first view as I have given earlier over here. Okay. Now you have to start the explanation part. You need to add ideas that we have just written in that table. Fine. So, to begin with, add a comma, put a point over here. Okay, that is your first idea. So, what was our idea? Harm people. This is our first idea. So, what we said to begin with, it harm people or it may harm people. Why? You will write it may harm people because people follow fashion to show off. They also waste money just to look younger and fashionable. Okay, got my point? So now to illustrate, now you can just give the explanation over here. Okay, you can just give the explanation. Example can be people just go for unnecessary shopping. They just keep purchasing clothes. They just keep purchasing the, shoes of different brands just to look presentable, just to look, wealthy. Fine, just to be in the eyes or in the, you can say, the center of attraction. Okay, in their friend circle. Then again, now I have added a connector apart from this. Here you can mention your second point. Your second point is ignorance. Okay, so you can just put this point over here. Okay, apart from this, following fashion really leads to lot ignorance. Okay, fine. To elaborate, give explanation over here. The explanation would be people, or mostly the women, use different type of cosmetic products and they ignore the adverse effects on their skin. Okay, fine. So we have done that. If you want to add any other idea, you can use the next connector, comma, and then you can explain that. Then you can explain the point by adding for instance. Okay, so you need to follow this format if you wish to follow. It really helps you to put your ideas, okay, genuinely, and it really adds a lot of stars to your task too. Let's move further to your BP2. Now, I have started the BP2 by saying, on the other hand, there are few sections of people who think that fashion has more positive effects on our lives. Okay? Or you can even use, on the other hand, it also seems plausible that fashion has a lot of positive effects on our lives. Okay? Now I start my idea by saying that they do feel that. I'm talking about this. That is, I'm talking about few sections of people. They do feel that. Give your first idea over here. What was our first idea? Youthful and creative. They do feel that following fashion makes us look youthful and creative, or makes us youthful and creative. Now, explanation part would go with this particular information. Okay? So, you can just use another connector or linker, put a comma, or you can say to explain what you would say. When we follow fashion, it really helps us to look younger, energetic, active, and creative. We are done with the first idea over here. Okay? So you can keep adding connectors. What is more? Okay? What is next? Moreover. Fine. And keep adding your ideas this way. So that's your homework. You have to do that. The ones who are already preparing for your IELTS exam. Let's come to the conclusion part now. Okay? So what we do is, in conclusion, now you have to pen down your viewpoint over here. Always remember, don't forget to add your opinion. If you are attempting, discuss both views and give your own opinion essay. Okay? So I say that in conclusion, I firmly believe that, and you have to mention your opinion. I have just written two types of conclusions over here. You can opt for any one of these. Okay? Fine. I'm saying in conclusion, I firmly believe that fashion must be followed wisely. If it is followed blindly, it always affects our health and financial condition. However, if it is followed mindfully, it becomes a form of art which helps us to lead a joyous and creative life. Okay, so I have given my opinion. I have even explained my opinion. That's one of the good conclusions. Let's make it much easy. Okay, I have just written down one simple conclusion that would also be good if you want to achieve really high band score in your task 2. Another type of conclusion is, in conclusion, I firmly believe that there is no harm in following fashion. But yes, it must be followed wisely and mindfully. Okay? So congratulations to you all. We have done all the basic related to our IELTS writing task 2. Plus, we have also discussed one of the important essay types. That is the discussion type of essay. Okay? Fine. I hope today's live was really joyful for you, and I have just come up with some surprise for you in this live. If you like this live, do share, do comment, leave your suggestions if you just want to suggest something to us. Okay? And thanks for watching us live today. You can contact us, students. We have our numbers even on our website. Okay? Fine. And we even have our e-learning portal where you can attend free online classes, students. That's really one of the good platforms. Okay? You can do a lot of practice there. Fine. As we have branches all over India, we have, branches at Ladwa, Kurukshetra, Kathal, Karnal, Mohali. The students who are just from these particular areas can contact the particular branch itself. Okay? Otherwise, we are even providing the online classes. Okay? So you can contact us. Feel free to contact us anytime. We are available on different platforms, students. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Okay? Fine. A lot more platforms. So don't forget to subscribe us on YouTube as well. If you subscribe us, if you follow us, you will get notified for anything new we come up. That's all for today. I feel really thankful to you all who are attending this live session. Again, Gurinderjit Kaur this side. Good day to you all. Stay safe. Stay home. Thank you.